Hi, my name is Lunar Lilith 28, or you can call me Lunar, Luna, Lilith, or Lily. Any of those work as long as there's some variation of that. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I decided I wanted to make a kind of intro video so you guys know who you're following and what kind of content you can expect to see. So let's just jump into it. My real name is Lily. I go by Lunar Lilith or Lunar Cosplays on a lot of my social media, which I will link below if you are interested in following those to stay up to date on my streams and cosplays. I am 21 years old. I'm going to school for a bachelor's in business currently. I can't wait to be done. It's a lot of work. I enjoy streaming, which I recently got into, and it has been an amazing experience already, and I cannot wait to see how the community grows and the friends that I'm going to make because I've already made some really good friends doing it. I also enjoy reading, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube and Netflix, just kind of chilling and relaxing. I like to spend a lot of time by myself. I have quite a few animals. I have two dogs, a chinchilla, a bearded dragon, a gecko, a fish, and I think that's it. And soon to be a kitten, which I will get into later because it's kind of a funny story. That's just a little bit about me. If you guys want to know more or have other questions, you can go ahead and drop those in the comments, and I will try my best to either answer them in the next kind of video like this, or I'll just answer you straight up there. Depends on how in-depth the question is. So I want to jump into some of the content. You peep my dog's stretching in the background. She's very cute. Anyways, I would like to delve into some of the content you can expect to see. I have a Stardew Valley video up already. I will try to play that more. It really frustrated me the first time I played it, but I know you have to give games more than one try in order to get used to it and actually give it a fair shot. So you can expect to see some more of that. I started streaming Red Dead Redemption 2 today on Twitch. I don't know if I'm going to be putting that one up on YouTube just because I already streamed it, so I don't want to like upload in the middle of the game to YouTube. Um, Animal Crossing, once I save up enough money for a Switch, which I've been saving for a minute, but once I save up enough money for that Switch and I'm able to stream it, I will be creating an all wolf island. So stay tuned for that. I'll be streaming that and putting it on YouTube. I will probably be doing a little bit of The Sims. I really like simulator games. I'll probably be uploading a bit of The Sims 4 to YouTube. I haven't really figured out much in terms of games on what I want to put on YouTube, but if you want to see some of my past streams with Red Dead Redemption 2, a couple clips of Undertale, some House Flipper, and just some pretty cool highlights, you can check out my Twitch, which I will put in the description below. So the reason that I may look a little tired is because I'm impatient and I wanted to film this because my schedule is kind of booked, so I wanted to film this basically as soon as I could. And this video is going to be a little shorter because of this too, but I did just get done with a 12-hour stream. Um, I did this. I did a 12-hour stream to celebrate me becoming a Twitch affiliate. Whoop whoop. So that was really cool. The stream went really well. We met our goal. And what I mean by that is we're going to tie it back down. We're going to tie it back to the cat story. Remember I told you that at the beginning? It's okay if you don't remember. Um, I asked my fiance today. I was at 70 followers before the stream on Twitch. And I asked him, I was like, hey, since my new allergy medicine is actually kind of working, if I hit 100 followers on Twitch, could we maybe get a kitten? And he was like, oh, sure, because he didn't have faith in me. No, I kid. I honestly didn't think it was going to happen because it was like 35 followers or 30 followers that I had to gain. I had to essentially gain 30 followers in 12 hours. But thanks to my amazing community and my followers, I was able to actually hit that goal of 100 followers about like 3 to 5 minutes before the stream ended. We hit 100 followers, and we will be going to look at kittens tomorrow, and I'm so excited. So that's the story behind that. But back to my original point. This video is going to be a little shorter because of that 12-hour stream. Also, because it's an intro video, I don't feel it has to be super long. If you have, like I said earlier, if you have any other questions for me, you can put them in the comments and I will answer them the best that I can. So with that, I'm going to jump into the Q&A section of this video that I wanted to have. So I asked people on Twitter, Instagram, and I think Snapchat, to ask me any question that they want featured in the YouTube video. So that I have these questions now. Carl_reading on Instagram, Carl with a K, asks, what made you get into gaming when you were younger? Any childhood memories on certain games? I was very excited to answer this question because I explicitly remember my first two games, and it was my mom and stepdad bought my sister and I a GameCube, and we had Harvest Moon, It's a Wonderful Life, and Super Mario Sunshine Brothers. I loved those games, adored them. I would play them for hours if I was allowed to. So that kind of answers the second part of that question. But that's really what got me into gaming. And then as I got a little bit older, I kind of fell off of it. Especially once I moved in with my father in seventh grade, I just wasn't, I was more focused on school, and I was dealing with a lot and going through a lot at that time period of my life. I did play some Minecraft though, so that was about it. And then really once I met my fiance Josh, I started to get into it more because I was like, oh, he enjoys this too. I'm allowed to enjoy this. And I finally felt like I was able to enjoy the things that I enjoy, essentially. Um, so yeah, Super Mario Sunshine Brothers and Harvest Moon, It's a Wonderful Life. I just remember sitting there playing for hours, and I would get real mad if my sister wanted to turn on the GameCube because I did not want to give up the GameCube. And I specifically remember with Harvest Moon, I was always so eager, and it felt like it took forever to get to the part where I don't remember his name, but he gives you, or Takura? I don't know. He gives you a horse, but you have to like get pretty far in the game. And I was so eager for that part because I loved riding horses. So yeah, that's my earliest childhood memories of games. Nat's Cosplays off of Twitter asks, why did you decide to start streaming? Do you enjoy it? Um, I decided to start streaming because I have always had this kind of dream, and I know it sounds naive and a little dumb, but I've always had this dream of being a YouTuber, being a streamer, something to that extent where I could just do something I enjoyed and then put it out there for other people to enjoy. That's even if I'm not doing it as a career, that's just something that I've always been interested in doing, and I finally had the courage to just say, why not do it? And so I started streaming, and I fell in love with it after that first stream, and receiving the amount of support that I did and growing my community as quickly as I have. It's a really amazing feeling being surrounded by people who are there to support you and hype you up. And I'm also given that opportunity to also hype other people up essentially and support them, and it's just this whole community of amazing people, and I'm really enjoying it a lot, and I'm incredibly happy to be doing it. So I would say yes, I enjoy it a lot, and I would do it all the time if I could. Also, side note, because I totally forgot, for more content that you can be expecting, my friend and I are going to be starting a podcast very soon, and I believe we're still going to call it The Witch's Hour, and we're going to release it at 3 a.m. Um, it's going to be basically just a bunch of paranormal stuff, so if you're into that, make sure to check it out, and I will be updating, I'll be posting updates on Twitter, Insta, the usual, and I'll put all my social media links in the description below. So make sure to check that out. And with that, I think that's a pretty good place to end this short, sweet, to the point intro video, just for you guys to get to know me a little bit more and what to be expecting from my channel. I will again be posting almost all of my updates on other social media platforms. So if you want to stay up to date on when I'm uploading both on YouTube and streaming on Twitch, be sure to follow those. And I want you all to know that I appreciate you very much, and live and learn and live your best life and have a wonderful day. Bye.